Skynet is activated. The Terminator is online. I'm not even joking, ladies and gentlemen. If you watch what Israel's doing, if you watch what America's doing, they have implemented AI in their nuclear command center. Okay, they're using AI for, military decision making. All right. So if you ever watch the Terminator, it's on. Now there's a lot of things going on around the world, but I want to take a moment to let you know that I'm having a flash sale right now for $38, right? For less than a dinner for one person with inflation the way it is. The new Flip, which is a copy and paste system that teaches you real estate without, getting into debt, without knowing all the stuff. It's just a copy and paste system. So right now you can get it for $38 at thenewflip.com. Again, this course retails for $1,500, and whenever you download the course, you also get all your questions answered in our Facebook group, totally for free. So again, now going back to the story, guys, inflation is just out of control. We're at world at war, as I predicted it many moons ago. Okay, that this was coming, and here we are. Now, if you go back just a couple of months ago, I told you this is World War III, and people were just laughing. Now look how many fronts we have open today, okay? And more fronts are coming. So the way things are going is that we're heading into the deepest depression America's ever seen, in my opinion. Even though you see fuel prices being so low, that's because the stock market is not rational. It's not smart. Okay, why do I say that? Look, right before the pandemic happened, right? As soon as it happened, like oil prices went negative. Oil is like black gold. It's what, makes the wheels turn in our economy, not only in America, the whole world. How can something that has so much value go negative? They're basically giving it away because it was costing them money just to store it because it was negative. And now you see that, we're at major conflicts around the world, and the price of gasoline is actually coming down at the pump. And if you look at the stock market, it's not doing any much better. Well, this is right before that everything pumps. For example, I remember being in high school, and there was this bug called Y2K. I don't know if you guys remember that. And if you look at gas prices, at that time, they dipped, right before this bug. And then once again, it shot up, right? So what I'm trying to say is that the smart market is not intelligent, you know what I mean? It's irrational. 1 minute it thinks one thing, 1 minute it thinks another thing. We're at war. We're at war with commodity producers that produce the fuel, right? From Russia all the way down to the OPEC, that we're now, giving arms to one country to kill children, right? So those people around that area literally were pretty much at war. And that's one commodity they know we need, every country in the world needs. And at any moment, there can be an oil embargo. People say, no, this has never happened in America. Go back and look at the 1970s, the 80s. It did happen, okay? This is one of the reasons that the Saudi king was assassinated, according to the internet and some gossips, by the CIA. So please understand that, what they tell you on TV is really a BS, in my opinion. Because one thing you can do is go look at Ukraine. Look and see how Ukrainians people were told something, right? Like there's no war, when the next day war happened. Like they knew there was a war, but they didn't want to tell their people. Just look at how that one government lied to their people. Is exactly the same playbook that all governments will use to do the same exact thing. Okay, so I don't believe a word that Big Brother says. I surely don't believe the stock market, because A, it can be easily manipulated. B, the players are irrational, right? They're just thinking about profits. They're short term versus long term. And the way I always say is, like in America, people play checkers. In other countries, people play chess. A lot of world leaders and governments are playing chess while we're playing checkers. We're just thinking 2-3 moves ahead. Other people, other countries, they're thinking 20 moves ahead. They're thinking 50 moves ahead, maybe 100 moves ahead. Depends what society it is in. So because we have a short-term incentives, you can see why we have what we have here. Okay, so definitely hard times is here. More hard times is coming, without a doubt. They may lie to you. They may try to sugarcoat it up by printing more money, like, you know, turning on the printing press. They may try to stop the interest rate hikes because it's killing the economy. But eventually, if they don't hike it up, hyperinflation, riots on the streets. If they do hike it up, you know, you're going to see a big ass crash. So, you know, it's at the end, in my opinion, this is the end of the empire. Okay, this is literally the end of the empire. You can see at the United Nations where America is isolated with Israel. Okay, these countries are eventually all going to see our double standards, or hypocrisy, or double speak. And you know, we're not really for democracy, for equality, for all. We're just here to take your natural resources. We're here to give you some fake papers, and in return, we want your natural resources. And this is the world dollar, okay, the petrodollar. And in translations for you and me, the petrodollar means slavery for you and me, because every year there's inflation. This is baked into the pie, dude. 2%, 3% inflation, which means that we're always going to be at a rat race versus live in a society where the cost of goods go down and down. As technology evolves, cost of goods should go down. As we get smarter, we get AI, cost of goods should go down. But in the society that we live in, which is debt-based, you can't have money without debt, and they need everyone to be enslaved. And enslavement means debt, because if you're in debt, you don't got no time to think, guys. You got to work. Now you add to it the hyperinflation, and you get what we got coming up, dude, which is not going to be pretty. Okay, in my opinion, we're going to see the toughest times in America coming up. The Great Depression is going to be a midget to what's coming, guys. All right, guys, if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to support me and support yourself, go ahead and get the new Flip, guys. It's $38, ladies and gentlemen. It's a full copy and paste system where it teaches you real estate investing without getting into debt, without borrowing money, without all the liability. Plus, it makes you money now. How much money can you make, or how much money do you need to start? All you need to start is $50 to $100. How much can you make with that $50? I put $50 to make 700 eggs. I put $50 to make 200 eggs, 300 eggs. So it just depends on the transaction and on the deal. But more importantly, it teaches you all the skills you need from sales, negotiation, inspection, finding the deals, marketing, so on and so on. Follow up through the new Flip. The reason I created the Smart Game is to help my students become successful real estate investors without losing their shirts, guys, without getting into debt, without sleepless nights. Because if you can take $100 and turn it to $700 repetitively 5-10 times, that means that you've learned all the skills required to find deals, market for free, negotiate, inspect, turn around, stage it, turn around, sell it. And that's what the new Flip does. Yes, it's flipping bicycles, but flipping bicycles is just like finding amazing real estate deals. I don't care if you're trying to wholesale, you're trying to buy subject to, you're trying to be a landlord, you're trying to do Airbnb, you're trying to do fix and flips. Imagine if you can find deep discounted properties for free or almost for free through guerrilla marketing. And this is exactly what I teach you in the new Flip. $38, get it now. There's a link below. Don't take no for an answer. Peace.